This week's seasonal story brought with it sadness, but also many questions. When a character dies in the Destiny universe, our first thought is usually, can they be brought back to life as a guardian? We pondered this at first with Cayde, Rasputin, and many others. Today, we do the same thing with our latest fallen hero. Alongside that, discuss the Hunter Vanguard position and Crow's new change in emotion. Let's first start with Amanda Holliday. If you played this week's story, you know she stayed behind in the Shadow Legion base so that Mithrax and the civilians could escape. Amanda knew this was going to happen, and she was ready to be that hero, save normal people from this darkness just like they would for her.
That's all that matters.
Amanda. Are you there?
Back at the farm is where things get interesting. There is a memorial here where Zavala speaks the credo: devotion inspires bravery, bravery inspires sacrifice, and sacrifice leads to death. This is what most people believe leads to being revived as a guardian, or at least the possibility to be revived.
Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice.
Amanda was super brave and led this assault with Mithrax, leading to her sacrifice. Savathun did this in the past and became a guardian, and Amanda seems to check those same boxes, right? Again, there's the whole argument of if it's worth it. Just because Amanda could become a guardian, does it fit her particular story? And is it something this universe needs wrapping up its first saga over the next year? If it could fit into the seasonal plot structure, maybe they have it planned, it could work, but even Mara says this.
Can't believe Amanda's really gone. Who's more worthy of being resurrected in the light?
Even if she was, she would no longer be Amanda. That's a different kind of pain altogether. But we cannot change the past. We can only honor her sacrifice by completing her mission.
You might think, wait, Amanda can't get revived because the Traveler is dead, isn't it?
Relieved that it can't grant any more of our enemies the light?
The Traveler is gone, but we're still here.
That is true, the Traveler is lifeless at the moment, but ghosts could still exist. If there's a ghost out there that hasn't found a guardian, Amanda could technically still be brought back. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Some players think this was obvious on Bungie's part leading to Amanda's return as a guardian, but do you think the same thing, and would it be worth it for her to return once more? A cool little side note, I believe Amanda's voice actor Courtney Taylor also plays Cayde and also Quinn Ligari from the Lightfall expansion.
Her death was no sacrifice. Holliday died for her own convictions, not ours.
Never thought I'd help save a Vex. Of course, I never thought I'd work with a smoking hot Earth warlord either. Interesting times.
Let's next talk about Crow and this whole Hunter Vanguard deal. Crow sounds a little like Aldrin here, doesn't he?
We have to regroup. Bury Amanda. And put her killers in the ground.
They'll be expecting you.
Good.
Think with your head, not your heart. Grief is poor counsel.
And yours is better? Make arrangements for Amanda. The Guardian and I will handle it from here.
If that's your wish.
It is. I know you want it too. Vengeance. You'll be the first to know when it's time.
It does make sense in this moment given Amanda, whom he was very close to and likely had feelings for, just died, but there are a lot of parallels from our perspective. Forsaken's cutscene had Zavala at Cayde's funeral in the same position. Amanda wasn't there, but she loved Cayde back then. Our Guardian and Petra go hunt the killer in Aldrin Sov. Cayde's killer gets revived, and Amanda then becomes friends with him for a while. Now, she dies, and Cayde's killer wants revenge on her. He is Crow and different now, but Savathun gave him those memories, so he knows about Aldrin's past. Even Amanda saw some of those connections he still has in the terminal in the previous week.
I want to forgive you. I really do. I tried to pull Crow and Aldrin Sov apart.
I tried too, but it wasn't right.
I wish I could see you another way, but I don't. I can't. Not yet.
Tell me what to do and I'll do it.
It's not like that. I know it ain't fair to you. And maybe I'll feel different someday. But not now.
Crow wants revenge, and this will likely lead to our conclusion next week or at the end of the season, as there are only 4 or 5 quest steps left in that seasonal quest. As for the Hunter Vanguard topic, this is interesting. Many of us thought over the years that Crow would slowly begin to fill this position, and it's seeming more likely. Maybe he'll never be specifically labeled as Hunter Vanguard officially by Zavala or Ikora, but he stepped into this role already, it would seem. Back in Season of the Chosen, there was this line. Avrak already told me about Crow's new assignment as Vanguard agent. Apparently he's placed quite the wager on one of the Cabal's silly rites, the spider chuckled. So we've known this was a thing. Crow has been helping out the Vanguard, scouting and going on certain missions. In Season of the Chosen's acceptance card though, Crow confronts Zavala and Ikora saying this. I'm the most qualified for this. Ikora responds a little later. This matter aside, if your past identity became public before we have a plan in place, it could cause considerable harm to you and the people you care about, Ikora said evenly. People who have come to care about you, she added. For a long time, no one spoke, and when Crow did, his voice was small. Then what? I keep hiding from the shadow of a man I was before? Forever? Not forever, Ikora said firmly, but for now. Crow shifted his focus to Ikora and saw the hurt in her eyes. He'd seen it in Amanda's too, whenever she spoke of the dead. Without another word, he nodded and left. In Season of the Haunted, things progressing.
Turns out I've been using mine wrong. I thought being a guardian was my destiny, that wielding the light for good was the most I had to offer. But it's clear now. This is what the Traveler chose me for. I was reforged in the light for a purpose, to remake something dead and gone into something beautiful, to learn how to forge something new from what we were. Everything Aldrin did to the reef, the scorn, Fickrel, I have a responsibility. No. A calling to make them whole. And I can't replace Cayde. But I can cover his old patrols. Maybe organize the hunters a bit, if they'll let me. Clean up some of my mess. I don't know if I can fix everything Aldrin left broken. But I can try.
Crow appearing alongside Mara and the Titan Vanguard leader in Zavala is kind of big. Now he's leading hunters on missions.
My hunters are tracking the orbital path of the Shadow Legion prison ship. Should be overhead soon.
Crow's major arc of learning about Aldrin and his past has come and gone, and maybe this is his new focus now. Especially after the death of someone he was super close to, not wanting this to happen again, so maybe that's his goal as the leader of the Hunters. So the possibility of Amanda coming back as a Guardian, sure, is there, but will Bungie do it? Would Amanda have some type of new purpose to push the story forward, or was the purpose to fuel Crow's revenge story and position among the Hunters of the city? Anyway, Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. Wanted to further discuss the plot from this week's quest, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.